Hi, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. You're here with Kristen, aka Manali,
And Christine, aka Weenie.
and we are. I guess it's Love Day, everyone. And I don't know about y'all. I have two lovely little Valentines, and I guess my Xbox is going to be my Valentine tonight. What about you? You got a Valentine?
I just ordered Chinese food. What's up?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Hey, that's good. That's good stuff. Yeah, I think I have plans with I think Borderlands 2. It's been missing me, I think. I think I should give a little attention. Who wouldn't want to? I always play the Siren because she's awesome.
Yeah, that'd be a good choice.
What?
I said, yeah, that'd be a good choice. I said,
It's awesome. I actually have Borderlands pre-sequel, and I haven't really played it yet. I played it some, but I don't know. I don't know why. I like it. I just haven't played it. So I'm sure as everyone knows by now about the new they're redoing Ghostbusters, but they're doing it with an all-female cast, which is I think is awesome. Who doesn't love Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah, it's one of those all-timers. It's just,
I think it's one of those like classics, like
oh yeah. If you don't like Ghostbusters, you're probably not human, and it, it's just a travesty, and we'll probably have to dissect you for further.
I agree. Two of the actresses that are going to be playing are two of my favorites. It's Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy. And I don't know, I'm sure everyone knows who they are by now. If you watch Bridesmaids, she was the, I guess, the heroine, but not really. But then she turned out to be. And then Melissa McCarthy's been in things like The Heat and Tammy and quite a few other things. And I don't know, I love her. I think she's freaking hilarious. The other two women, I had their names written down, but I had to switch, and I am sadly using my phone. If it looks a little pixelated or weird, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
My laptop is showing like the black screen of death, and I'm hoping that's not what it is.
Black screen of death is workable. There's other, well, maybe, actually. I might have to help you out later.
Computer 2 days ago did that, her laptop, and there's nothing they could do. Nothing. We tried everything. Yeah, but luckily it was her work one, so they're sending her a new one and they're paying for it. But still, like all her files on in there. And me, I just I got this laptop. I'm actually getting it from my mother. I'm buying it from her, and it has it's got all my stuff on it though.
They couldn't get it. They couldn't pull anything off the hard drive.
Not yet. Well, it just happened. It just happened.
Okay.
Like
I know. Don't count it yet though. Just see if you can get it.
I'm crossing my fingers. You know what I mean? But you hope to prepare for the worst, right?
Yeah.
That's I'm trying to. I might cry though. So I also want to talk about females, like all female casts. We have Ghostbusters. So in honor of that, I heard something about female Avengers. Did you hear something about that?
Yeah, I did. I saw that. I was like, ooh.
Sure that some people aren't very happy about it, but there's got to be. I don't know. I hope y'all are as excited as I am. Are you excited? Weenie, are you excited?
Much excited.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
So, what if you would like to see a movie redone or a movie just done in general with an all-female cast? What would that be?
All female cast.
What do you think would be awesome with an all-female cast?
I'm trying to think.
Come on, you gotta have thought.
I would honestly, I know it goes completely against the mobster kind of movies and stuff with just how things are expected to go. I'd want to see a female version of Goodfellas.
Oh my God, I was thinking. Oh my, and I just when you said that, like,
I just want to see just some badass chicks.
you know what? They were all female cast, but there were definitely some males in there. But I thought, and a lot of people I talked to didn't think it was a very good movie. But Sucker Punch, I love that movie. Did you?
It was good. It was trippy how they did it. I wish there was more.
I wish.
I would have appreciated the storyline more if they stuck with the reality versus the switching back and forth, because that was really interesting to me. Um, you know what I'm talking about?
That was pretty awesome. But I
Yeah.
really wish they have. I wish they would have explained a little more of the reality. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish like the actual storyline versus them completely splitting off constantly.
I think that's why some people didn't like it. Several people I talked to thought that the movie was a little confusing. Okay, a lot confusing. I didn't
I
think it
wanted to
was.
see her dance, dude.
I was gonna say that.
I want to see that damn dance.
You know, it was awesome, but I want to see
Mm.
what it looked like when she danced. You know,
Yeah.
and um, as far as fantasy or sci-fi or action type movies, there aren't a whole lot with the female cast. Definitely, like, if you look in Watchmen, they've got a female, the Silk Spectre too, but she wasn't this badass like you want her to be. I'm sure she was, but she was more like the sexy for the movie. You know what I mean? And they portrayed her mother to be weak, and I didn't like that. I am tired of women being seen as the girlfriend or wife of, look at the Incredibles. Look at the Incredibles, and that's obviously Pixar. It's a cartoon, but look
Mhm.
how awesome. Her name. Why can't I think of it? I've seen this movie a million times. Name.
You're struggling.
I am. I'm
You got
awful
this.
black,
I believe in you.
but she was awesome, right? Like,
Mhm.
she kicked ass. She totally, you know. I want to see live action or even cartoons. Who cares? Like, I want to see more women own men, and not that
Wow,
that
getting
needs
a
to
little
be
dumb there. Whoa, whoa.
not that kind of thought. Come on now. This is not 50 Shades.
I could not help that one. That was just you laid it on a pretty plate for me, and I was just like, oh.
I did. Sorry, y'all. Uh, okay, so in honor of Valentine's Day, I would like to talk a little bit about gamer couples. And I'm sure there are some of y'all out there watching or will be watching.
Mhm.
Gamer couples, what do you feel like when you're with a guy? Like, when you want a gamer, right? Because you want somebody who can share this. Whether you're playing two-player games or having battles, you want that at least a little, or somebody who's willing to try. Because you need to have, because you're big in the gaming, I'm big in the gaming. My thing is, I want somebody to be able to share that with.
Yeah, everybody wants
I want to be able to go, oh man, I'm so excited.
that.
Exactly. So I will talk about the. What do you think your ideal mate is? So in honor of they're obviously gaming, but like, what's your ideal?
Um, that's a loaded question. Um, this is where it gets kind of, I don't know if cliche for me or anything, but whoa,
Sorry.
it scared me. Um, personally,
Sorry.
it's just that click factor. Just it's that unspoken vibe. Whether if the person's a little their humor is a little more dull than mine, or a lot of things can be out of sync, but if it clicks there, everything else just kind of falls into place, or you don't notice it.
right?
But that's just me. Obviously, having similar interests is always a bonus, and it makes things, I guess, easier. And just when you can enjoy things together, makes things fantastic.
I agree.
And but when that vibe's there, it's really hard to deny. It's
Oh
just,
yeah.
it's just there.
It doesn't matter if they initially maybe don't start out having some of the same interests as you, but a person who's willing to try, you
Hmm.
know, you like a try, or if you introduce them to it because they maybe never been introduced to that before and didn't realize that they liked it, and you go, hey, and they're gonna go, well, that's not really my cup of tea, but let's do it anyway. Show me how. Like I want you to do that. I want you to want what I want, but obviously opposites, they say opposites attract, maybe initially, but it can't last. You have to have common ground. You know, it
Hmm.
opposites all the time because then you're just going to constantly butt heads, and then eventually, it just doesn't work. You know,
Yeah.
so that's just how I feel. I feel that you just have to be able to connect, not on everything. You want a little bit of drama. Does that make sense? Like you got to fight it out a little bit sometimes. It's
Like
okay. It's
what?
healthy. Like
Like a Star Trek fanatic, and I get it.
about that. Some people I'm
You
Star Trek,
gotta.
which is really weird. You know what I mean? Most people are like either Star Trek or Star Wars. They're like, no, you can't be both. Yes, yes, I can. I can.
Oh.
But I mean, on anything, maybe
Mhm.
a person that you meet and there's a physical attraction, but it doesn't go past that. That can only last so long. You know what I mean? Before you're kind of both like, you know,
It's like, now what?
chip is awesome, but it's got to be more than that. For some people, that's what works, and that's fine. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you can make that work. But for me, if I want to sit down and play 5 hours of Call of Duty, and you,
Not say a word.
or even if you're not good at it, and maybe that's not your game, you're going to sit down and play it with me anyways.
Yeah.
I like that. I like,
Yeah,
and
when people download games that they've never played before, that's completely out of their comfort zone or console. It's always nice to see that try.
I
Hmm.
agree.
The little butterflies, and then the butterflies turn into dinosaurs stomping in your stomach, and you're just like,
Really,
hmm.
when you're talking to your friends about it, you're like you're in, high school again or junior high, you know. My boyfriend, my boyfriend, my boyfriend, or my girlfriend, my girlfriend. You know,
Hmm.
you know what I'm talking about. You felt that way. But if you can feel like that for the rest of your lives, that's truly amazing. And the people out there that have that, that's awesome. That really is. And congrats to you. And, may the rest of us find that.
Yeah.
Um, you know, it being Valentine's Day, at work today, there were so many happy couples. Every time I stopped and was like, Happy Valentine's Day. And I was talking to this one woman. I was like, you have any plans for Valentine's Day? And she's like, no, me and the hubby are just walking around Target. And like, he walked up to her and he linked his arm in hers. And they headed off to the electronics section to see if we had any more Majora's Mask 3DSs, which I didn't have the heart to tell them we don't. They,
You gotta be up on that.
yeah, oh my gosh, right? We had so many people calling yesterday. Every single phone call was, do you have any more Majora's Mask 3DSs? And we're like, we had people waiting. We opened at 8. We had people from 6 a.m. Like the first two people to show up, it was like 5:50, and they stood there from 5:50 in the cold because it's really cold out until 8.
Yeah,
And
you're in Alaska. That's pretty freaking cold.
yeah, it is cold. It's actually
That's not
warmed up.
normal cold. That's Alaska cold. I'm sorry.
It's 32 degrees right now because we had some snow.
Oh.
So
Okay,
it's
well,
warmed
I
up.
have snow. Do you want to trade? Because I'm pretty sure it's less than 32. Come on. You want some of this?
Well, it -8
No.
last week.
Pass. Just kidding.
And
And
not only that, dry cold up here. It's very dry.
oh, it's wet cold here because West Virginia
Dry
is like
cold.
always damp. It's really weird. And just so you know, I've been looping this on Twitch as well,
Well,
just
thank you.
so we can double up. And a couple people said hi. A couple people. I know this isn't Smite. I did not know what to put a podcast under. I'm sorry. So it's just randomly playing under a game. Someone says you sound distant and echoey, but for me, I hear you just fine. And just thought I'd let her know because
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't tell her this before, you guys. So I'm doubling up on the reach right now. And you guys are free to ask questions. This is about amazing
Sorry.
melodies and movies and all that. So talk away. Anyway.
Well, as far as couples, gamer couples go, I don't know. I think everyone's different. What does anyone out there who's watching have anything to say on that? Maybe what's your ideal, or do you have a mate right now and a significant other, and you both like what's your go-to thing? Like, do you sit down and you just like want to go and buy a new video game together and just sit and play it all night? I mean, that's something I do, but
Yeah. Like, is gaming a necessity? Is playing the same game the necessity? Like, how nitty and gritty do you get when it comes to needing a gamer significant other?
it's a deal breaker. Is that a deal
Yeah.
breaker? And as far as female casts go, I would love to see. I know that there's several awesome chicks already out there. I'd like to see that live action, but I want to see not just some hot chick wearing the shit out of, the crap out of the uniform. I want to see her do exactly what she does in the graphic novel. I want to see her kick butt. You know what I mean? I want to see her kick butt and take names. You know, not just walk around like, I'm so hot. I don't want to see that. I want to see kick butt. That's what I want. I don't know about you.
No,
But
yeah,
I think
kicking
exactly.
butt
not
is
just
definitely a thing.
a big deal. I don't want girly speech. You know what I mean? I want you to be like Dirty Harry.
You want your girls hairy? I don't even
Right?
know. Oh man.
I have a new addition, if anybody can see. I normally have a nose stud. I have a little nose ring because I'm awesome. I had to show it off. Nobody else
Does it feel different? Like, do you keep touching
See?
it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I stabbed myself.
Yeah, if you're used to just a stud, it's just there. Now it's like a little thing.
Doing this and shoving it into the other side of my nose. I'm like, oh. It's like I got a new nose piercing all over again.
Yeah, you need to stop shoving stuff up your nose. I don't think that's how it works.
Speaking of new things, so as I was saying last time, I was changing up my hair color because I have roots, so it's color change time. So next week you will be seeing me. I am going to unveil it. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be. It's going to be a surprise, but it's going to be super awesome. I apologize for the way it looks now. It looks terrible, but hey.
Oh, that's
All right.
so cool. You just got super pixely, but it looks really cool. Okay, now it's back. Sorry. That was badass.
I'm also doing SenchiCon. We don't really have many cons in Alaska. SenchiCon is our big one. And I've yet to go because I did not live in Anchorage before. I lived on the peninsula, which is about a 4-hour drive from here. So it wasn't always a thing for me to be able to come up here and do that. And this is actually my first con ever. And I'm going to be making my own costume. And I have yet to decide, so I need help from y'all. Why don't you give some comments or you know, go on our page and I don't know, vote on it. I know whoever whatever gets the most votes, that's what I will make. That's what I will wear.
What do you have
So, and
on your list?
I don't really have, I mean, Harley is one, but I have to have something I'm going to feel comfortable. Just remember this, I have something I have to feel comfortable in wearing because I am curvy. So I can't just walk out. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't want to.
I could. I don't want to, but I could. Female Doctor Who?
That I was thinking about that. Maybe do some little fourth Doctor action.
Oh, I was talking about the female role things, and then I just blurted it out as you were saying that. My bad. But still, same thing. It doubles up. We're good.
Yeah. So yeah, whatever you vote on the most, come up with some ideas. Whatever you'd like to see me, because I will be filming. You'll be following me around SenchiCon. And there's actually quite a few.
I actually have permission to stalk you? Sweet. Made you blush.
We have some chat on YouTube.
Yeah.
So,
and also, someone had asked a question about your wall of books. Is that Tad Williams' Shadow March trilogy behind you?
Yes.
Yes, it
Would
is.
Would you like to see it close up here? I'll show you.
Would you like to touch it? It's right there.
Here, touch it, touch it. It feels good. Smell it. Yeah. Can you smell that? Isn't it beautiful? I'm like a... It's so pretty. Yes. Maybe next week I will do the show in front of my other bookcase so you can see some of the other books. Because, yes, I have a whole other bookcase this size. Because I actually just got a new book. I got the Prince Lestat. And Lestat is like her big favorite. Like that's a lot of people's favorite character is Lestat. I got the Prince Lestat. I have not started reading it yet because I...
You have a list.
What list? I do. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. I'm sorry. I had something else to share with y'all, and I'm all out of sorts. I don't know why. My brain just is trying to go a million different directions at once, but those directions, it's just going nowhere.
Alright. And someone also made the comment of, as far as a gaming relationship and playing the same games, it's not so much important as just having the general support. Because I guess that makes sense.
Very
Even
good.
if they're not going to be a gamer, they're not going to give you shit for you gaming. That's actually a good one. Because I've done that. I dated someone that could not understand any of the gaming anything. Even on like, what is it? When I was playing on my DS, he just didn't get it. He's like, like effing nerd. I'm like, really? You don't need to say that. He's like, who are you talking to all the time? Why are you talking to these people? Do you even know these people? Do they know you? Like, and he didn't get it at all. It was really awkward. And I did cut down my gaming a lot when I was with said person.
That you should also never, I don't know if anybody else agrees with me, you should never have to change yourself because obviously the person wanted to be with you for whatever reason in the beginning. You shouldn't have to change yourself. I've been guilty of that. I think
to be fair for him, he didn't know that I gamed a lot because he was a motocross dude and whatever, and he kind of found out after we actually moved in together. It's a long story, but I won't get into that. And he's like, "Holy crud, you're a nerd!" Like, I'm not a nerd. I just have different hobbies.
We're proud. You are. We're all geeks. We're proud. I will flash my geek card proudly because people still want to use it like it's a bad thing, and it's not. I mean, we're bigger than ever. You know, our fandoms are bigger than ever. People are more
Ah.
accepting. We still have some problems, but for the most part, we're definitely more accepted. You know, it's still a little harder for the female community, gaming community, or geek community, but I feel like we're making a little bit of progress sometimes in certain areas. I would like to see progress, a little more progress. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, all of us would, but you know, it is what it is. And but I'm gonna be proud. I'm gonna say it loud. I'm a poet. You like that? Um, so, like I was saying, what my Valentine's Day plans are. What are some of y'all's? Are you going to do a late dinner, or are you gonna sit in front of the TV, maybe watch some movies or some Netflix, or you know, have a match? Or
Well, I have literally maybe like 3 minutes before we started, my Chinese food got here. It's pretty awesome. And it's just sitting over there. I'm gonna get very I was gonna say intimate and then I was like, nah, I'm just gonna devour it. And I'm probably gonna relax and catch up on some animes that I'm really far behind on. I actually completely neglected Naruto for the past couple months. I
I
was
have to. A lot of
I
catching up.
Yeah, I think I was about like maybe 10 episodes behind when they figured out that the
I'm like,
was it Nature Jutsu can help. So I'm catching up on that. I'm binge watching hard,
I'm about 15 or 18 episodes behind.
right? Yeah.
Um, Something like that. I also, I don't know. I'm looking for some new anime. Anybody out there, little anime?
Well, what do you like to watch? I can help you with all things.
I like darker stuff. I like Soul Eater, Vampire Knight, Black Butler, XXX Holic, Elfen Lied or Elfen Lead. Stuff like that. I'll watch anything though if it catches my eye. Like if it catches my interest, I'll watch anything. But I do tend to like the little bit darker, like Dead Man Wonderland. I was so bummed it didn't get to go very far. At
Yeah,
least
apparently it didn't. The reason they stopped it, it didn't make like a big a thing for them or something. So they canceled it. There was supposed to be a second season.
it was. I
It was
know,
the
and I'm
season was even cut short.
I know. I started out. I was walking through Barnes and Noble, and I was in the manga section, right? And I saw it sitting on the shelf. Somebody must have picked it up and was looking at it and just put it back down so the cover was facing the aisle. And I saw it, and I was like, wow, that looks interesting. I picked it up because it was right down my alley, and I
Mhm.
kind of a couple of pages, and then I went home with two of them. And then I want to say 6 or 8 months later, I found out on Cartoon Network that they were going to be showing. They made a show off of it, and I was like, "That's so awesome!" And then the season ended, and it didn't end where it was supposed to because it was sticking pretty close to the manga. I don't know if you read the manga. Sticking pretty close, I thought. And then they were like, "We're not going to make it." It was canceled. I was like, "What? Why?" It was so
Yeah. And happy Valentine's Day to you too, Ewok. And yes, Jennifer, it seems that you did download World of Warcraft and Smite for a certain person, even though you've never played PC games or you haven't played PC games in over 10 years. I wonder, wow, that's a lot of feels. I wonder why you would do something like that. Anyways.
Valentine's.
And I
And
got a few
you know
people.
what though?
Hmm?
I think it's awesome. If you do something like that, that's exactly something I would do. I'd be willing to do that. Would you be willing to do that?
You know they care. I'll download a game for you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I gifted a game off Steam. I was playing Terraria. I don't know if you've played that. It's kind of like Minecraft, but there's a little bit more to it. Like I like Minecraft and I like Terraria, so I can't really compare the two because I do like them both. Some people don't. Some people like Terraria better. But I actually, for a guy that I just met, And I was telling him about it, and he was like, "Oh, I would play that. Would just, I don't know if I would play that or not." And I was like, "Well, what if somebody just gave it to you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'd definitely try it." So I downloaded it and I gifted it to him, and we ended up in like a 8-month relationship, which was terrible. But that's beside the point. I completely bought a game and gifted it to someone,
And and a couple people have listed a few animes for you. I don't know if you've heard of them or if you've
Yeah, lay them on me.
And let's see, Blood Sea. I don't know if you've heard that one.
It sounds familiar,
That
but I've
one's
not.
actually, as far as you liking dark or animes and like action and all trippy, like Blood Sea is a really good one. It's really trippy. It's pretty gory. I loved it.
I love it. Stuff like that. I will definitely look that up and watch.
Hunter
I'll
x
watch it.
Hunter
About it next week.
I wouldn't call it dark, but it is very like action packed, very elaborate storyline.
Catches my interest. Like, I'll give it a try.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
always
that one.
into giving new animes a try. If I'm watching, I don't really like it,
The
then I
ones that
will
are being
watch
recommended.
again, or I'll watch a couple more. Maybe it started out slow. I definitely do gravitate more to the darker, more action-packed type stuff. But I do watch, like, look, I watch Princess Tutu. I do watch it with my daughters, but I discovered it and then introduced them to it. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's got a little bit of a dark twist, just a tiny, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever seen it? It's cute, but it definitely has some darker, like, fairy tale type stuff, you know what I mean?
There's
more cutesy.
There's one that I'd recommend. What is it? The Gray Man. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
Love The Gray Man.
Yes, that one. I like that one a lot. That's definitely one of my favorites. And Psychopaths is interesting, and it is extremely dark. I mean, I think the first episode, like, a woman gets assaulted. Like, it was pretty intense. It's a great anime, and it's definitely a psychological thriller.
What did you say? Psychopath?
Psychopaths.
Okay, Psychopaths. Okay, so Blood Sea and Psychopaths. Any more?
Let's see. Someone had mentioned, then Hunter x Hunter. It's not, like I said, it's not dark, but in general, it's just a good anime. It has a good build-up.
Yes, I will give a watch at least for an episode apiece, if it's not too long of a list that y'all are giving me, and I will report on it next week, tell you what I thought.
You have homework. Oh no, your homework is watching anime. How terrible.
That's so terrible. Look, this is how I feel about it. So I really do want your suggestions for cosplays, though. I would really appreciate them. And like I said, whatever gets I see the most mentioned, that's what I will make and wear, and I will tell you all through my journey, and maybe thinking and planning on making some videos to upload or do live shows of my journey, because this is my very first con and my very first cosplay. So we'll see what challenges I have in store. I know it's gonna be really fun. It's in September, just so you know. We do have some time, but I want to get started as soon as possible. So you'll get to follow me through my fun journey. You'll be part of it, like you're right there with me. Won't that be fun? I think so.
Yeah, Magi is it is kid friendly just because a lot of the innuendos can go over a kid's head. It can.
Yeah, I've watched that one. I started out reading the manga, and I had a couple of episodes with my daughters, but then I was kind of like, there was a couple of them I was like, nope. Just a little.
It's really lighthearted, but there are jokes that are there.
Oh yeah. Well, my younger one, she didn't really catch on, but the older one kept looking at me, and I was like,
you know that she knew, and she knew that there was something. She looked at you. She's like, should I be watching? Is it okay?
Something not right. She didn't understand, but I think she was kind of catching on that there was something adult, and she was like,
I'm sorry, that's just too cute.
Um, so status update on the computer. I think it might be dead.
How are you getting updates? What is this?
You're getting updates?
No, I said,
What?
how am I getting updates? Or like, how did you figure that out that it's dead?
Me. It's over. It's over. It's over in that direction, right there.
You can't see it.
No, no, it's doing something.
Uh-oh. Is it smoking?
It might be. No. No, it's resuming. I think it's working! Clap, clap, clap.
It's alive!
Live! Hey, young Frankenstein. It's not Frankenstein, it's Frankenstein! Frankenstein! Like that. I'm so funny. Don't you just love me?
Knee slapper. You can't see it, but I'm slapping the knee.
Okay. So, any more animes? Or possibly even mangas, because I do, so I think I might.
I have two. Akame ga Kill and Tokyo Ghoul. I personally didn't like Tokyo Ghoul because of the animation. That's just me. The story was great. I could not bring myself to watch it. It was just like eyes scratching out. And Akame ga Kill is a really good one. It's lighthearted and dark, and it plays on your emotions nonstop because I'm not going to tell you because I'll ruin it, but oh my gosh. The characters are amazing. I really like that one.
Next question. I obviously like to watch things like that I would like to watch by myself. What are some kid-friendly ones? I have a 6-year-old. So what are some things I could watch besides Princess Tutu? They love that. But they're definitely showing interest in anime. You know what I mean? Like they do watch some things. They were watching Naruto. They like that.
I'm trying to think of one that you'd still be interested as well as them in. There's Excel World. That's a good one. Yeah, Excel World is a good one.
What was it?
Excel World.
Excel World. Okay.
Or Axel World or whatever. Sorry.
I'll look.
And another one would be it was dark, but it was done in a very light way. You probably watched already Soul Eater.
Yep, love Soul Eater.
That one can be kid friendly because it's done like
several episodes were, but then there were other episodes that didn't feel like
they got like dark randomly, and then they kept it back up. Like it drops. That's why I wasn't sure. Like
yeah, there's some that are, but like I want to be able to watch the.
That is a good one, actually. Yes, Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is a good kid one. They're very.
I've been wanting to watch that, but I just haven't. I've kind of been back and forth on it.
I mean, it does have big boobs, but they don't focus on the boob factor. It's just how it's drawn, and they don't by any means like exploit that factor. It's just there. So, yeah, Fairy Tail was a really good one. Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night. It might be a little too serious maybe for kids, but it as far as kid friendly, yes. But on the serious note, I don't know if they'll stay interested.
Okay. I'll definitely look up
as they come up.
So back to the question of all female casts. How about y'all in the interwebs and the internet land? What do y'all think? Anybody have any thoughts on the new Ghostbusters movie? Yay or nay? Are you excited? Are you apprehensive? Are you kind of like, I want to see it? Or it's absolutely, oh, hell no, don't want to watch this type of view. And if you have any thoughts on any kind of movies you want to see remade with the female cast, or a movie that you've thought of yourself that, or a book maybe you've read, you're like, this should be made into a movie with all females?
Yeah. So is
Remade.
there yay or nay for female Ghostbusters? Anybody? And yeah, I wanna see female mobsters. That's what's up.
I think that's an awesome idea. I am on board with that. You know what? I just need to come there, you come here, and we find some awesome girls to be our actresses and make a movie. We should just do it. Just make a movie. And awesome. We could.
Someone said it's basically gonna be like Bridesmaids 2.
Oh my gosh. Do you feel that way because it's got Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy because they were in the original Bridesmaids, or is it because that's just how you feel about it? Because what I've read, it's supposed to be a little bit like, stay traditional in the sense of they're not going to change things up so much that it's no longer recognizable as Ghostbusters.
Well, and Ewok just made a good point. I'm on the fence, and this is the fence that I'm on. The Not Really Excited was one of those movies from my childhood that I don't think that they will remake and bring back those memories. It's one of those that should they touch it? Should they not have touched it? It's hard. Just because it's so iconic.
I can see that definitely. You are right, Ewok. Thank you for bringing up that point.
And it's like I don't know. I'm trying to think of. No, there's just certain movies that cannot replace the way the cast worked. Like Aliens. That movie could not have been done with a dude.
No, that could not.
There's just some things you cannot do.
No, there are some things you cannot do. I agree. Definitely feel that and you know what? I don't think they should redo Aliens at all. I feel that they did a fantastic job. They did make Prometheus, that was, if anybody has, I'm sure everyone here. Prometheus was amazing.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Prometheus was amazing. Huh?
Oh no, I was gonna say something because apparently the reason it's gonna be like a Bridesmaids 2, it's because the same guy's making it.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're right. We shall see. We shall see. I will definitely be going to watch it. I guess I'll bite the bullet. When it comes out, I will be going to the theater and watching it. I will, when I do see it, I'll let y'all know. If no one else has plans to go see it, then I will, if you would like, I will do a review. So, on the review, let us know, because I will do that. Because I already do want to see it. I'm not jumping up and down about it. It is awesome that they're doing a movie with the female cast like that. But again, like Ewok said, it is an iconic movie from our childhood, and it's kind of hard to see it being redone, but definitely being redone in a whole different light. You know?
When they always remake movies like that, I can not enjoy the movie by comparing the two constantly. So I just have to completely detach it. The same concept of when they make books into movies, you have to separate or you will never be happy.
Exactly. There's definitely been some, like Aragon was a travesty. It was awful.
Whoa.
I loved the book much. But the movie was awful. It was like they took the book and flipped through the pages and found some character names and a plot or two, from a chapter, and then that was it. They made it look like Arya didn't act like an elf at all. She didn't look like an elf, even though she clearly was described in the book as a complete elf, pointy ears, delicate features, the way she acted. And they made it seem more like a teenage love story.
Have a good night, potatoes. Oh, two things. Jennifer had said an all-female cast, 007. Badass. I like that. Like where your brain's at. And um, Ewok. That I think I would have preferred that as well. He would almost rather have Ghostbusters done as a horror movie. That would be cool.
That would be cool. And you know what they said? I don't know how much y'all have read, but they did say that this one's supposed to be a little scarier. I don't know if that was something earlier or if they've changed that. It's supposed to be a little darker, but again, I don't know if that's an idea maybe they might scrap or not, because it's kind of, I've read some. Sorry, I have a hair on my lip. I'm sorry. It's driving me nuts. Okay, I think I got it. I didn't smear lipstick all over myself.
It looks like a war zone.
Can. Because it is Valentine's Day and I'm on the battlefield. Heartache to heartache, we stand strong.
Really? Did that just happen?
That just happened.
Oh my gosh. Woman, you crazy.
I know, but it's the fun crazy, not the, oh hell no, turn around and walk the other way because this bitch is nuts.
Yeah, I saw that. There's gonna be a female Thor, and then they're trying to bring back She-Hulk in a big way. They're trying. They're going at all angles and full throttle right now.
I think
Female Thor has been done. They're just trying to remake it and bring it back to like the front of a lot of things.
Yeah.
It has been done before you walk. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that the idea itself is a good one, but I kind of feel like sometimes when they do things like this, it goes wrong. Do you know what I mean? That's what I was saying earlier. I want to see women be strong females, not little girly walking boobs. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And not when they do these gender bending or they make female roles, it's more like they're there because they're the girlfriend of another superhero. Or, you know what I mean? Like, she's the sex pot. Like,
Yeah. I want them to elaborate further on the Batman movies and have Batgirl make an appearance and just like go ham with it. And not the way that they've done it in the past, where she's some inadequate little girl trying to be cool, but actually take names would be nice.
Like I was saying earlier, you know? I'm so glad we are on the same page.
It would just be nice. Like, just there's so many angles that they can take a lot of things. They just haven't done them, I guess, for marketing reasons, or they just didn't care. But it,
like I was saying, it's some, and no offense, guys, if you're watching, it's like some guy goes, they had some kind of, I call them anti-crushes. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, they saw a female character maybe in a comic book that they loved, and they wanted to blow her up on big screen, whether it's a movie or a web series. And they put this girl with big chest, big lips, and they have her walk around like, instead of being this badass, she's girly. And I know that's not the worst word I could use. I'm sorry. I guess it's not the worst word I could use. But do you see where I'm going? Does this make sense, or am I explaining this completely wonky?
Oh.
I think I'm explaining it badly.
No, I got you. Sorry, I just, damn it, Ewok, you're making way too much sense tonight. It's very rare for you to actually make sense and not make fun of me at the same time. I don't know if you had heard this. I'm sorry, I completely jumped. But what you did say makes sense, just so you know, for, peace of mind for you. But Ewok had just said, speaking of women comic book characters, what do you think of the Gwen Stacy Spider-Man?
I don't know.
I can't follow it. Or Spider-Woman, whatever.
I
Yeah.
thought that the storyline weird, and not weird like that's cool weird. I thought it was like I felt like I was listening to a conversation, but I only heard part of it.
Um, it's not. Depends on which comic you're following. But the way he became Spider-Man, it's there's the inconsistency is too much for me to fully enjoy it. The idea is
Yeah.
nice, but to elaborate on it like full on and make it into a thing, I don't think that I could be on board with that just for I don't know. They're trying in that sense for me. They're trying too hard with the female aspect. That's not something that needed to be gender bended.
I feel too hard. I'm thinking of an idea that's kind of only 3/4 of an idea rather than a whole idea. I
Yeah.
feel I agree. I agree with you, Weenie. And so I guess my vote is I don't really like it that much. I just don't. I don't want to say I fully don't like it because, like you said, it's a good, there's some good points and there's some, it's a good idea in theory, but the actual product is not as good as
Yeah. See,
it was.
we're not
or
like
I wanted.
weird feminists and stuff. There's just some stuff that just chicks shouldn't be. It's okay. There's a story in place, and just stick with it. Like, sorry, I had to say that because one of
Okay,
my friends made a joke like, "Oh, you guys are just talking about chick stuff."
I love the original Battlestar Galactica, and I love the new Battlestar Galactica. I love like people heard that Starbuck was going to be a female in the new when they redid Battlestar Galactica. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
no, they can't do that. I don't know if you've watched the original or if any of y'all have watched the original. I thought she did a fantastic job as Starbuck. She shed a new light on Starbuck's character, and she did a good job with it. I loved her. I thought she did a great job. I was one of those people that was like, no, they can't change Starbuck into a female character. Like it just, I just didn't know that I didn't feel like it was going to work. And you know what? I'm not afraid to admit I was wrong because I thought she did amazing. And them changing her into a female character, she wasn't girly. She was kind of a badass. She was very strong, but she had some emotional moments, which is perfectly human and normal for a man or woman. But I thought she did amazing. Did you ever watch any Battlestar Galactica?
Not enough to follow it. I was in and out of it, and it's something that I need to do for myself. Like I owe it to myself. I deserve it.
What you need to do is watch the newer stuff, but then go back and give the older series, the original series, a try. It's like watching Doctor Who. A lot of people got
I
started.
know. I've tried to watch that so many times.
I
The
know you
new
haven't, but
stuff, the old stuff, stuff in the middle, stuff that's supposed to have been an amazing episode.
yeah, some people just don't like it, and that's all right. I still like you, despite
Mhm.
the fact that
We're
you
still
don't.
friends. It's okay. You're not disowned. We're
It's
cool.
okay. But for any other movie, I don't know how you got started on watching Doctor Who. I got started. My now ex-boyfriend showed me the newer, the first episode of the Ninth Doctor, and that's how I got started. So of course I loved that. And somebody was like, "Well, Netflix has the original. You should really, go and watch that." And I did. And I loved it. Some people like the newer and don't like the older. Some people like the older and don't like the newer. But I love them both. I think that the original, it there's so much to it. The storyline is what carried the show. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Have a lot of special effects, like especially nothing like what we have now. So the characters had to be really evolved. You know what I mean? They had to really carry the show, and they did a good job. Like so, like, what's your favorite? Do you like the original? Do you like the newer? Do you like them both equally, or? I mean, if any of you are Whovians, I'm sure some of you are. I hope. I hope I'm not alone tonight.
Please don't leave me.
I'm so thirsty. I can't stop drinking. And I keep getting hiccups. And I was hoping my drink would help. So, again, do not forget about the contest. We are having that contest if you want to win the Pokemon puppet.
Little hand monkey.
Cute. Needs a name.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have our contest, so please go to our YouTube link for. I don't have it on hand. Of course, I wouldn't have it on hand. Dang it. Where is it? Whoop. But yeah, we're having a giveaway. I think you just muted yourself.
What?
Did you mute yourself?
No, my phone is telling me there's too much stuff going on, so it doesn't want to charge. I don't want it to die, and I was just looking at the battery. Like, again, I apologize for having to use my phone tonight, but on my computer, I will be using that. I also have some questions for y'all.
Yeah. Hold on.
What?
Yes, Ewok. A mini series of an all female crew for Firefly.
Yes.
Cool. I want to see.
Period.
Oh man. Oh yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be funny.
You are awesome. That is a fantastic idea.
Yeah,
Like, seriously.
Ewok has his good moments. I think he's on a roll today with it being Valentine's Day, and his wife is probably like really happy. And he's like, man, I can do no wrong, and he's just like shooting out these awesome ideas. Good job, Ewok. Good job.
Ewok, I don't know you, but those ideas of yours, you are on point tonight. Like, for real. Like,
Yeah.
you get 2 gold for me. Here you go.
Your brain, I like it.
I'm not being sarcastic. Those ideas are. You're right on point today. Okay, so again, the contest, and also the guy, their wooden Batman. And as we were confused about this before, and it is painted. I know we said it was before, but just so we were ready, it's painted. Because Weenie was like, "Is it painted?" You were like, "Is it painted?"
I know, because when someone says wooden, I automatically think, oh, so it's like a wood finish? Oh my goodness.
It is painted. So definitely want to head on over and look at that as well. It's pretty awesome. The puppet, I like Batman. Don't get me wrong, Batman is amazing. I love Batman. I have Batman stuff, like lots of Batman stuff. Maybe next time I'll wear my necklace. I have this awesome, like the bat signal, but like it's silver, comes around right here, and it's like that big. And I'm like, yeah, you can see yourself in it. I'm like a walking Batman mirror. And also, there's this awesome laser pointer. I need to get one. We just put out at the store. You push the button and you put it up against something, and it's the bat signal.
Oh, my friend Brittany has something like that. It's like a laser pointer, except it's the crest of Slytherin. And then when she was dropping me off the other day, she's like,
You broke up.
"Oh, can you hear me? Testing 1 2."
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's a laser pointer, but it's the Slytherin like crest. And she like walked up to my apartment and she's like, "It's been Slytherined." And I'm just like, "Really?" She's like, "Wouldn't you do this everywhere if you could?" And she's just like, "Floor Slytherin." She's like branding everything. She like swears it's an actual laser. It's so cute.
Horrible. There's a couple of one that's it's Spider-Man, and it's just Spider-Man outline of his head. And then there's one that's Stormtrooper. That one's pretty awesome. Um, I think I'm gonna get the Batman one. And Spider-Man's cool, but I just didn't think that I'm gonna pay $12 for something that's just an outline of his head. I didn't think it was at all. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely gonna get the Spider-Man one. I'm definitely gonna get the Batman one and the Stormtrooper one.
Oh my God, Six or Russell, whatever. The character who played Scully should get a spin-off show called New Jerseycation as a spoof poking fun at how Mulder got Californication. Oh man, that would be good. Like just like a mini series of that. Oh, I would watch that in a heartbeat. That'd be hilarious.
Do something like Portlandia did.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, it started out like that. That's funny. Um, I think there's a lot of really amazing ideas out there that the actual finished product is not. It falls flat. It's lackluster. I'm really serious. If I could afford to, I would go and produce and direct and write my whole script of an awesome movie that I want to see. You know what I mean? Like, I think cater to the fans more, not to the money.
And I don't know, with a lot of the remakes that they've been doing and stuff, there's so much possibility that they're not
Yeah.
giving themselves. And I don't know, and they keep coming at things in the same angle, and it's really weird.
Like Ninja Turtles. I'm sorry to anyone who actually likes that movie. I finally sat down and watched it because my daughters were and my niece.
Mm.
Um, it's being made because that was something that I loved. I grew up. I played I played the video games like for my Super Nintendo. Like Turtles in Time was one of my favorites.
Mhm.
I watched all three movies. I loved them all. Like I grew up with the Ninja Turtles. I love them still to this day. But then when I heard Michael Bay was doing the Ninja Turtles, and that when they said it was going to be April, and I was very disappointed with the way they looked when they showed the characters. Like when they actually had.
Mhm.
I didn't like the way they looked. First off, they look really weird now and creepy, as if big talking turtles didn't look creepy enough for some people. They made them have lips. Turtles don't have lips. And then, to me, when I watched it, I knew I was right not liking the movie, period. I knew I was right not liking it, and
Yeah.
I didn't feel bad.
Your hunch,
You can't-
you were good on it.
Yeah, it's a terrible movie. The special effects were way overdone. But besides that, the dialogue was pithy. It was just, it fell flat. They were trying to be, it was almost like they were making fun of the Ninja Turtles. That's kind of how I felt.
Felt like a parody. Yeah. And yeah, it
Did
was.
you,
Yeah,
did you see it?
it wasn't. I watched it just to watch it. I knew I wasn't going to enjoy it in the same way, and it was hard.
It
But
was, right?
yeah, it's not something that I would want to watch again, or is it something that I would like to pay for?
Because my daughters liked it. But they're young, so you can, but you know what? They like the originals better. They like the originals better because they've
They're
seen those a
young,
lot.
they know better. See that?
They do like I've introduced them to all kinds of things like The Labyrinth and The Dark Crystal. They love those movies. We watched The Labyrinth last night for like the 50 millionth time, and I have no problems with it because I was the one that put it on.
They're like, I'm down for that.
Down for it? Heck yeah. And I don't know, you teach your children. They obviously learn from their parents and the people around them.
Mhm.
So you want to teach them good things. Like,
They're well-rounded.
all right, they play video games constantly. They do are limited, but they do like video games, and they catch on quick, you
Mhm.
know. And I don't know. I'm still flabbergasted of the fact that Ninja Turtles. This is just new. I watched it just the other night or the other day, the other afternoon, and I was appalled. Even more so than I was when I found out that Michael Bay was doing it. And then
Hmm.
even more appalled when I saw the execution of April that Megan Fox did. I understand why they chose her though. I do get it, but the reason that being the reason that she was chosen, it makes me more mad. It's not like she's a great actress.
I don't get it either, because all she did was badmouth. Like, she's extremely unprofessional in her interviews and complained about everything, how it was done, what they asked of her, and why would you hire somebody that is not happy with any of it? That I don't know, just it didn't seem like a smart move. Like, even a
Movie,
business move, it was not smart.
no, I agree. The only movie I've ever seen her in that she acted all right in, and I think she was more like playing herself, was in This Is 40. Have you seen that?
That was
With Paul
awesome.
Rudd.
Oh man, I love that movie.
She did a good job
Oh,
in that movie, but I think she was
also,
so she
as
wasn't
far
acting.
as an all-female cast and stuff, an all-female Fight Club and an all-female Godzilla movie.
Heck yeah, Fight Club. That's a great idea. We need to write this down and put it in like a list of demands.
Just do it. Oh, I'll just and then yeah, and then you know what? Just make a whole bunch of like claymation versions of it. I would do it.
I would too. Why are we doing this already?
I know. Why are we talking about it? We need to stop this podcast now, and we're wasting our time. It's precious time. To the Batcave.
I'm sorry, my phone is doing the thing. And I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's about that time for you,
That
by the way. I don't know if you knew this.
is, I need my list. I need my list. Do I have my list? I'm looking. Give me 1 second.
Um, as far as Michael Bay's Transformers and stuff, I like them individually as movies. As far as calling them, Transformers movies, not so much, just because I know too much about the the cartoon storyline and all that, and it was it was too far detached to have put the Transformers name on it. It was its own.
I did what you did. I enjoyed those movies, but that's because I detached it from. I thought of it more of as a coincidence that they
Yeah,
were.
like, oh, that looks like so and so. They need a different name, but yeah.
I agree.
Mhm.
I don't have. I'm
There is no
looking.
list.
I don't have a list, and I need a list. I need to do my shout outs.
Ooh. Ooh. And yeah, so don't forget the monkey hand puppet giveaway, as well as our wooden Batman giveaway for our guys' night. And we also have something in the works that we're gonna slightly reveal today because it is Valentine's Day. Um, we were thinking of touching base on possibly like almost like a win a date kind of deal with our hosts. Um, we haven't worked out the details just yet, but it is something that we plan on doing, so that should be fun. And it would be a great chance to get to know you guys and just interact as a whole. And I mean, what harm could come of that, right?
Um, again, we have the what Winnie just mentioned, and we also have the there's a couple of shows that I know I announced last time, I want to again remind you of I'm hosting a Star Trek podcast with Vance Major in Star Trek uniforms, so you know that's going to be awesome. And we're just going to talk about Star Trek. We're going to talk about, a favorite episode, and that's going to be the first Sunday in March. And then on the so I'm sorry if I do. We're having a author on, sci-fi fantasy author.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to. It's if you go on her Facebook, you could type in Pagona Orb, PAGONAORB, and you will pull up. You'll be able to see her book written. The series that she just came out with. Totally awesome.
Your sound's going wonky.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I feel really bad. It's a terrible, I don't know, but the computer is working, so the good news is this won't happen next week. So, I want to do my own personal shout-outs, and then I'll let you do yours. And I don't seem to have any other shout-outs, but I'll give it a minute. Okay, I would like to shout out to my daddy. You're my biggest fan. He's our biggest fan. I love you. Thank you for always believing in me, always watching the shows, and always following the pages.
Oh.
Yeah. So I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. My sister, Tanya, I love you. Thank you for watching, sis. She's just been turned on to the show recently, and a lot of the other pages, and she really likes them. She shares them with her friends. I don't have any other shout-outs. What about you?
My shout-outs are for, gamersgeektv.com. Not .com, .tv. Well, I can't even do this right. Of course. So please check us out. We will be doing these podcasts every Saturday. We also have our guys' night on, is it Fridays or Wednesdays?
Fridays.
Fridays. And we have our roundtable night on Sundays. It's just random goodness. So please be sure to check us out. This is my first time syncing this up with my Twitch. I'm going to try and work a better way around it so I can get the proper links out, the proper information, and just trying to reach out to more of you as best I can. And shout out to Beyond Recognition Gaming. They are also having a giveaway, so please check them out. Just look them up. It's great stuff. Legit Lady Gamers, of course, as always. And that's all my shout-outs for today.
Okay. Well, we both as a whole have a couple of shout-outs. The people who have joined us tonight who have commented, Ewok, Jennifer, I'm not sure of the names of the others that have been interacting.
Oh, yeah, on my stream. You guys have been great. Thanks for, being a part of the show, basically.
Yeah, we hear your questions, your thoughts, or even if it's just a random thing that you want to share with us, we always really appreciate that. We love it. We want to hear more from you. We want to hear more feedback. We want to make our shows better for you. Quit laughing. I don't know why you're laughing.
I'm not laughing at you. It's like at work when the fax machine is out of toner, I yell, "Damn you, weenie." Apparently everything's my fault.
Oh. and thank you to the rest of you who are just watching. We wouldn't be us without you. Otherwise, we'd just be sitting here talking. Which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. But it's nice to have people to talk to and share things with. So again, a few things. The contests, the guys' nights, the upcoming shows, the big ones. Of course, we do our show every Saturday. And also, again, cosplays. What do you want? Because you'll be following me around. So whatever you you have on what I should be making? Because, like I said, I'm making it all. It's my first cosplay, so
A female
whatever your
Hellboy
thoughts,
and a female
put them
Joker
out. Female Joker.
and a female Hellboy. I think that
That-
was because of your hair.
Oh, different, y'all. It's gonna be different.
It's gonna be September. Do you really think it's gonna stay the same color that long?
Look, I got roots. See, yes, it's
It's
color
about that
change.
time.
But you know what? I always end up going back red, so you never know. Because I think red suits me. What do you think? But you'll
Looks
get
good on you.
it's gonna be awesome. And if it's not, I'll wear a hat. But thank you again. We love you all. And
Oh,
you
guys' night. It's about this is our ladies' night where us ladies host. Guys' night, the guys host. They have different topics. Um, one of them's Canadian, and he always lets you know it. Um, and they're awesome. If you go to our YouTube page and check us out, and subscribe, you can see all our past videos, all our past like podcasts and stuff, and say if it's something you like. And it's done every Friday. So.
Yep. And they're awesome. And they work real hard too. So they would really appreciate your and your like and interact with them. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool dudes. And they're funny. So give them
They're pretty funny.
they really are. Then entertaining. So again, let me know what you want to see me make and what you want to see me wear, because I'd like to, I can make my own decision, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to ask y'all's opinion and have y'all vote on what you like to wear.
You're so mean to me, Ewok. You were doing so well tonight, and then you kept opening your mouth. Damn it, Ewok. He's like ladies in parentheses, a lady and weenie.
Aw, what? You ladies. All right. Okay. Also, give us a little feedback on what you would like to see on upcoming shows. What you'd like to see us, Again, there's the costume idea. We can do themed shows, and you can see us dress up as some awesome. Again, thank you for watching and interacting with us. And happy night and happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.
Bye. I can see your hand.